Can Sellers sell? Sellers could buy, sell, trade, anything he wants.
Sellers has man coverage.
Lofting one wide open. Touchdown, Carolina.
He can sell football talent. He can sell passing. I think he should be selling Rex pens.
Did he sell his goggles, his glasses? That should be a thing because Sellers has sold me. He sold me on being the guy who I'm probably most excited to see play.
He can sell you that he's going to run the football and then throw it over the top of you with the RPO. He can sell out in terms of carrying his team to the end zone when things break down.
This guy is so good, he might be part of the S&P 500 next year.
Sellers is on every single draft prospect board now, very high.
I'm buying what LaNorris Sellers is. Once you get a quarterback, you're in the conversation. And right now, South Carolina has a quarterback.
Touchdown, Carolina!
I'm sold. That's the next big quarterback that's going to be a splash and really build the foundation for South Carolina football.
I'm not a system player. I am a system.
I can feel the hype surrounding LaNorris Sellers. South Carolina fans should be fired up about LaNorris Sellers as well. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about how LaNorris Sellers is on the rise for greatness at South Carolina. With South Carolina coming off of a 9-win season, expectations are rising up for the Gamecock fan base. An appearance in the college football playoff would certainly help the credibility of Shane Beamer and LaNorris Sellers. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So here it is. Do you believe in LaNorris Sellers winning a Heisman Trophy at South Carolina? I do. LaNorris Sellers is indeed my pick to win the Heisman Trophy this upcoming season. I am a huge believer in LaNorris Sellers. South Carolina also added a transfer from the transfer portal at the running back position. Matter of fact, 2 of their top 3 running backs are from the transfer portal, so that's going to help out with the running game to an extent. The receiver core is going to mostly stay the same, which means LaNorris Sellers can continue to build chemistry. I expect big passing numbers for LaNorris Sellers at South Carolina. Their offensive coordinator Mike Shula understands how to work with a dual threat quarterback. Although I am not necessarily in love with the Mike Shula hire, I do like the fact that Mike Shula has experienced success with a mobile quarterback in the past. And the good news for South Carolina is LaNorris Sellers is indeed a mobile quarterback. LaNorris Sellers is excellent when it comes to evading pressure in the pocket and making plays with his legs and arm. He can throw the football on the run really well. He knows how to run for first downs. He can even truck defenders at a high level in college football. I would prefer if LaNorris Sellers protected his body a little bit better, but you know what? I can't complain because LaNorris Sellers is the definition of a playmaker. When I watch LaNorris Sellers play, this guy reminds me a lot of Cam Newton, except he is way more accurate than Cam Newton. There really are no weaknesses with LaNorris Sellers. South Carolina has been an improving football team under Shane Beamer. I've been pretty impressed with the culture Shane Beamer has been putting up at South Carolina. You look at how South Carolina, they weren't really a great team when he first inherited the football program. Now they're a team on the rise. They were extremely close to making the college football playoff last season. They're probably going to get in this year. Last year, they finished the season with a 9-4 record if you include their bowl game. If you don't include their bowl game, then they finished the season with a 9-3 record. They were essentially 1 win away from getting into the college football playoff. I also want to show you guys this clip of Pro Football Focus raving about LaNorris Sellers. Pro Football Focus is talking about LaNorris Sellers being a potential top draft pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. I thought the analysis on LaNorris Sellers was rather intriguing. I actually agree with a lot of what Pro Football Focus had to say about LaNorris Sellers. Roll the film.
South Carolina quarterback LaNorris Sellers could be quarterback 1 in the 2026 NFL Draft, and the reason why is because his physical gifts are nearly off the charts. 6'3", 240 pounds, hit a 97.5 in-game athleticism score from PFF, with 75 plays in 2024 where he was clocked at over 15 miles an hour, and even 2 where he was clocked at over 20. Amongst other FBS quarterbacks, he was 12th in total rushing yards, he was 8th in yards after contact, and he was 6th in missed tackles forced. He even had 10 missed tackles forced in the Clemson game alone. As a passer, what was most encouraging was his 86.2 passing grade under pressure and his 72.6 passing grade when he was on the run. But, of course, there's things that he has to get better at as well. He had 18 big-time throws, but 19 turnover-worthy plays. He had a high sack rate last season, and his 3.31 time to throw was one of the higher marks in the FBS and has to speed up this upcoming season. All that to say, there's a reason why we're already talking about this guy as a potential number 1 overall pick, and it's because he has what you can't teach.
Do you believe that?
That's right. Everybody needs to believe in LaNorris Sellers in South Carolina. If you are not a believer in South Carolina, then clearly you are sleeping on this football program. And I expect South Carolina to take another leap in 2025. Defensively, most of their core stays the same. They didn't really make a whole lot of new additions in there, but they did add some transfers in there. So I fully expect South Carolina's defense to get a little bit better, and South Carolina's offense, they're going to be absolutely cooking. But more importantly, LaNorris Sellers is going to help out the run game so much in college football. When you have a quarterback that can run the football, that makes it true 11-on-11 football. Obviously, LaNorris Sellers is a major threat to run the football with his legs. I don't know how defenses are going to be able to prepare for LaNorris Sellers during the week, because I fully expect him to go out there on Saturdays and be an absolute baller. I'm looking at South Carolina's schedule right now, and I'm saying to myself, this is a team that is perfectly capable of winning 10 games this upcoming season. Their schedule isn't necessarily the easiest in the world, but it is not extremely difficult. Obviously, some key games for South Carolina include playing against LSU on October 11th. That's going to be a huge game. I think South Carolina is going to lose that game, not because I'm not a believer in LaNorris Sellers, but have you seen that roster for LSU to begin with? That roster is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. So that's going to be the one loss for South Carolina, and the other loss that I have for South Carolina is going to come against Ole Miss. It's really hard to play in an opponent's environment, particularly in the SEC. I expect Ole Miss to go out there and give their best efforts against South Carolina. Other than that, I don't really expect South Carolina to lose any other game. Yes, I understand they have Bama on their schedule. Yes, I understand they have Clemson on their schedule, and there are still other tough SEC teams that they have on their schedule, but I truly believe South Carolina can win the other games. If you can carry a team like South Carolina to the college football playoff, then that means what you did was really impressive. The leadership of LaNorris Sellers cannot be praised enough. I fully expect LaNorris Sellers to go out there and win the Heisman Trophy. I'm trusting him to win the Heisman Trophy award over Cade Klubnik. I'm trusting him to win it over Garrett Nussmeier. I'm trusting him to win it over Jeremiah Smith. I'm trusting him to win it over Jeremiah Love. You can give me all these different names, but I'm going with LaNorris Sellers as my Heisman pick, and I truly believe LaNorris Sellers is going to be in the conversation for being the best player in college football, because he's going to absolutely carry South Carolina on their back. I have South Carolina getting the 9 seed in the college football playoff. I think they are going to get in with a 10-2 record. They're not going to make it to the SEC championship game, but other than that, they're perfectly capable of being better than every other team in the SEC. I truly expect South Carolina to be able to make their first ever playoff appearance in college football. Their impact is going to surprise a lot of college football fans. Expect greatness from LaNorris Sellers. So that is why I believe LaNorris Sellers will win a Heisman Trophy at South Carolina, as I expect South Carolina to make the college football playoff in 2025. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinS Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinS and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinS. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel Sports Guy Talking.